This is called dressing honorably like a daughter of the king. And this comes from 1 Timothy 2:9. It says this: I want women to show their beauty by dressing in appropriate clothes that are modest and respectable. So in our culture, it's very difficult to be modest with the clothes that they're showing us and be fashionable at the same time. But I want to show you that it's not as hard or difficult as it seems, and I'm going to go through some dressing guidelines, pink lid dressing guidelines, or life dressing guidelines, when you say. So before I go into this, there's a phrase that I want all you girls to remember, and it's this: less is more when bearing skin. Less is more when bearing skin. So we're going to say it all together. Less is more when bearing skin. One more time. Less is more when bearing skin. All right, we're going to go to our first slide. Crop tops. Let's see this here. Let's see these crop tops. Where's the crop tops? There they are. Okay, these crop tops are everywhere right now, right? You know, the top. And I don't know what's up with this, but girls, what's up with not wearing tank top underneath it? If you're wearing a crop top, you need to wear something underneath it, because otherwise your belly's going to be all hanging out. And we want to be modest and respectable, okay? So let's go to the next time. So how do we wear crop tops? We wear crop tops with a secret weapon. And this secret weapon, I have two secret weapons tonight, but the first secret weapon is tank tops. Tank tops are amazing. I wear tank tops underneath everything. Tank tops, tank tops, tank tops. All right, so when you're wearing your crop top, put a tank top underneath your crop top, and then you're good to go, okay? Also, if you're wearing a see-through shirt, a shirt that's like a thin material, you want to make sure to put a tank top underneath it so you're not showing your body off. Girls, your bodies are not for other people to look at like you're not supposed to have see-through things, and the reason is men are built very different than girls are. Us girls, we're not very visual. We say, oh, okay, that person's attractive, but it doesn't affect us the same way that it affects guys. When guys look at a girl and she's showing herself off, she has a see-through top on or crop top, they look at you in a different light. Not all guys, but some men will look at you through the eyes of lust, meaning they'll look at your body as a piece of meat and not as the beautiful woman that you are. So that is what I'm meaning when we want to be modest and respectable, is because we want to respect our own bodies. We don't want nobody using us or looking at us or thinking bad thoughts about us sexually. We want no one to be thinking about that, right? We want to do everything on our part to make sure that guys aren't thinking that about us. So let's go to the next slide here. I'm going to talk about cleavage, okay? Miley Cyrus shows up a lot in my slideshow, just to let you know. Okay, girls, like I said, men are very visual. When you're showing your chest off, people look there. Now, let's be honest in here. If you see a girl and her boobs are hanging out, you look, right? Not that you like looking because you want to look at her boobs, but she's offering them to you. She's saying, here, look at my chest. Now, girls, we don't want to do that. We don't want to offer our chests up for guys to look at, okay? We want to cover up these boobs that you have, okay? These are for your future husband to look at. They're not when you get married. They're not to be seen by other men. We want to keep our tank tops on, right? Secret weapon number one, tank tops. Go to the next slide. We've got J-Lo. She invented the deep V. She came out at the Grammys years ago with this deep V. She created the deep V. The deep V is showing off her breasts. Let's go to the next one. And I've got Rihanna. Okay, deep, deep, deep V. See all that cleavage going on? Where do you think the guy's eyes are going to look? Where do your eyes look immediately? At her boobs, that's correct. All right, next we got Demi Lovato in the Cosmopolitan magazine right there. Selena Gomez. I'm so sorry, they look so similar. Her boobs are hanging out and her legs are open. What does that tell you? Let's be honest here, okay? Up there we got Nicki Minaj, who's always showing way too much off. Yes, I did go there. Let's not give it up for her because she's doing some bad stuff. Let's go to the next one. All right, so what's the appropriate thing to do? Go to the next slide. Tank tops! Woo! Thank you, Jean. Now, if those girls put the tank tops underneath those shirts, they'd be looking fly and awesome. Now, girls, if you have a button-down shirt, tank top, because when you sit down, you can see in. And girls, you don't want people looking at your body, let me tell you. We don't want guys thinking bad thoughts about you, okay? In the down here, okay, in this, see this girl right here, she's skinnier, so she can just wear the tank top by itself. But for girls, we all have different body shapes, right? So different clothes fits us different. If you are really skinny and you wear a tank top like that, you're fine. If I was to wear a tank top like that, it wouldn't work. I need another tank top underneath it. So you need to be aware of your body type and how clothes fit you, because your friend sitting next to you might be able to wear something that looks totally modest on her, but if you put it on, it's gonna look immodest, just because you have different body types. And that's okay, but you just have to learn what's right for you. So one way to check if you have cleavage or not, want me to tell you? You bend over in front of the mirror, and if your boobs are hanging out, then everybody else is gonna see you. And guys are taller than you, so they can see down, so be careful to keep your tank top on. And not all guys are gonna be wanting to look at you. There's really great guys out there. I don't want you to have a bad image of guys, okay? But we wanna be careful.